All right, so my brother Corbett has challenged me to do this 22-day suicide awareness challenge, but we're not doing push ups because push ups are stupid, y'all. Push ups don't really help anyone who's thinking about suicide. Push ups don't really do anything for people who are considering suicide. I mean, I hate to be blunt. That's like saying, here, let me do 22 push ups. At best, that might keep the person doing the push ups from committing suicide during the 22-day period. Maybe. Maybe. But yeah, no, I'm with you, bro, on that. I'm supposed to talk about how suicide has impacted my life. I'm doing it from the dark because I really don't like to talk about how suicide has actually impacted my life. It's a kind of a sensitive subject for me. Um, I don't like. I have a hard time making new friends, having meaningful friendships, because people are like, "Oh God, I'm so sorry." Gee, it's like I can't have small conversation. I can't have small talk conversations with people because it's like, "Oh, how are your folks?" I'm like, "Oh, well." It's like, how's your mom? Is your mom still living? I'm like, no. And they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. How'd she die? And it's really freaking rude to be like, it's none of your freaking business, okay? Don't ask again. And just tell you what, my family's off limits. You can't have that kind of conversation with people because, like, they don't want to hang around you if you don't want to talk about small stuff. For whatever reason, small talk is important to people. Where you come from, what your family's like, what your parents are like. That's important to people, especially when you're first meeting people. So it's like it inevitably comes out, and I just no. I'd rather hang out with people who know. I would rather be with my friends. I've still got friends from I have friendships from childhood, and it doesn't matter. It didn't matter how those people treat me. Like we can get in a huge fight, and or like it just it doesn't matter what those people do. They can go to prison 3 or 4 times, and I'm like, oh no, I love you. I don't have to talk to you about the stupid crap that happened to me when I was 16. I don't have to. I don't have to deal with it because, I mean, in all honesty, oh, they suck. But in all honesty, like um, I still remember vividly the way the house smelled. I remember vividly what angle the light was shining through the windows. I remember what TV show I was watching. I remember what frame of the screen, what frame of the show was on the TV screen when the gunshot rang. I remember the sound of my mother's brain sliding out of the back of her head because I was in the kitchen getting a glass of water when it went. You know? My mom ate a bullet while I was in the house and while my little brother was in the house. And I honestly thought she was sobbing when I heard that. And I hollered, I was like, hey, Mom, are you okay? Are you okay? And I went, I knocked on her door. I didn't get an answer. And I was like, well, I don't know. And, we had dud firecrackers in the fireplace, bottle rockets left over from like New Year's or something. And, I thought the bang might have been that. Or maybe it was because Mrs. Yenner, her lawn was being mowed next door. And we thought maybe a rock hit the glass. Anyway, no, it ruined high school for me. Um, Dating is awkward, difficult. Relationships are awkward and difficult. Um, I'm having this conversation in the dark. I was looking so forward to this that I didn't call my Aunt Cindy for Thanksgiving. I'm sorry, Aunt Cindy, I love you. I was doing this thing. So, this is suicide awareness, and we're doing this to, it's kind of like talk therapy, I guess, and to get it out there, let survivors of suicide know they're not alone, number one. Number two, let them know that they're not alone in their feelings. I mean, they're not alone in their feelings. And to let people who are considering it know that, yeah, you matter. Um, Day two is going to be a little bit more focused. This was really hard.